value from our quality brands. Digital coupons and even fuel points to help you save at the pump. No spin, just savings.
The Buy 5, Save 5 March to Savings event is on. Mix and match favorites like Post Cereal, Kraft Natural Shreds, Breyer's Ice Cream, and more at Kroger.
It's our factory direct patio furniture sale at Family Leisure. Spring is just around the corner. Shop now for the largest selection. Factory direct pricing on all of the best brands. Buy it today, enjoy it tomorrow. Check out a large selection of umbrellas, bases, and more. Factory direct patio furniture sale going on now at Family Leisure.
Just trying a new.
Yeah, I heard it was like a scheme.
What is this?
An Indianapolis teenager jumps into action after witnessing a pretty
I
scary
do not
crash.
like how you
15-year-old
can't
Desmond Robinson's
see
mom
any
shot this
talking
cell
on
phone
these things.
video of her son's heroic actions. They were getting off the Keystone exit on I-70 when the truck behind them flipped, and Desmond and another bystander actually managed to break
don't
the
like this app
windshield
either.
and get the driver out. Despite his heroic actions,
Ah, see,
Desmond
okay.
remains humble.
Alright, maybe I do like this one.
Like,
I can see.
You know, he wasn't.
I can see somebody talking. They're asking what am I doing up late tonight? Well, crap. Since let me turn off my TV, or at least mute it.
At Desmond's church did give
Mute.
them
Oh man, now I gotta make a video. Crap, I really didn't want to make one. Well, not that I didn't want to make one. I don't know what I was trying. Alright, let me set this up. What am I doing up late? Good question. Actually, I just came out of getting a shower at Love's. I love showers. They're so nice. Oh crap, now I gotta think of stuff to talk about. Let's talk about how many miles I've done this week. This week I have done 3,600 miles. 3,600. 3,604 thus far. So once I get done with this one, it'll be, how much do I have left? I have another 204 miles, so 3,800 miles this week. Crap, what else should I talk about? I didn't even plan to make a video, but now I know you guys all know that it's very expensive to eat out on the road, like very expensive. Let's see, the light is better. Ooh, this is like a spotlight. Ooh, if I get rid of this one. Couple tips, things that I found that are very inexpensive and I really like to buy. Mondays is Subway, $6 sub. I get the sweet onion teriyaki. If you guys watch my other video, Waffle House, their big meal, I don't even know what it's called, but it's like $7-8 bucks. Well worth getting. Tomorrow morning I will be eating at McDonald's because their big breakfast is very, very, very good. It's like $8 or $9 with the large orange juice. What state am I in? I am in Indiana. I'm on this stupid, my hair's all jacked up. I'm on this stupid like 400-mile run. I just came, I went to, am I in Indiana? Yeah. Illinois. I picked up in Illinois and I'm taking to Ohio. I'm hoping that I can squeeze in another trip this weekend. Like 1,200 would be completely awesome. A little 1,200-mile trip. That way I can have, I think, 4,000 miles for this week, or 4,200 or something crazy. For you guys that are still in England, man, I don't even know how to act making 40 cents a mile. I really don't. I feel like I'm stealing something from somebody after making 14 cents at night, or in England. Making 40 cents a night is just, it's crazy. I am solo. I hate I'm sorry you guys can see my nasty truck. I hate my truck. It's a Volvo. And not that I have anything against Volvos, but they make different size Volvos. And the Volvo I'm in, just like the one going across me right now, I'm in, it's a smaller Volvo. So when you ever look at Volvos, if they don't bow out on the side, they're small. And I mean, I could literally like reach back and touch my bed from the driver's seat, which is crazy. Are you running the Seattle area? You know what? I've only been to Washington one time, and I think Seattle is like the most beautiful city I've ever seen in my life. That city is just gorgeous. So I haven't been up there for a while. I'm hoping to get back on the West Coast, but I am taking some home time next week, which is going to be totally cool. But like I said, you know, the cool thing with being at night now is I left England I was going into my 5th month. So when I came to night, they have, if you start out fresh with night, you go through the Squire program, which it's something like, it's almost like going through phase 1 with England. But when you go into Squire, you gotta do like 30,000 miles solo, and then you become a knight, and there's a couple cents pay increase. But I came over and I got to go right tonight. Ask me some questions. Running out of crap to talk about. I ain't planning on making a video. What else? What else is going on? Oh, and another thing too, the messaging with because we don't use Qualcomm, we use this thing called Zonar. Whoa, which, if you can see it, it's probably blowing out. I think Zonar. There's my mileage. Woohoo! But we don't, and there's less paperwork. Like when you finish a trip, let me grab it. When I just finished. When you finish a trip, this would be just like the envelope at England, but it's a 1-page thing you just fill out, and the information, yeah, I know I write like a 2-year-old, but the information that they ask is so little. So basically you take a picture of your invoice, take a picture of your whatever they call this thing, your trip sheet. That's it. And you take pictures on the app. The app's said and done. They, you know, also with the pay, they have this thing called per diem. I'm not really sure what it is. Let me see if I can find an email and I can kind of show you guys what this per diem thing is. It was one of my last checks. Actually, I'll show you one of my last checks. Fuel statement. The batteries on these things don't last worth the crap. Payroll information. So they basically send you this. Turn it down a little bit. I can't. All right, so they send you this, and it shows right here, if you sign up for the per diem, like my check would have been an extra $62 if I would have signed up for per diem. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I signed up for it anyway. And I mean, it just, you can see right here my gross pay. I mean, that's no what is it, $998, almost $1,000. I mean, that is just insane. And and it turned off. But that was 1 week, whatever it was, almost $1,000. I'll do well over $1,000 this week. It's crazy. I feel like I'm still on thing. What questions do we have? Josh, how often do you plan to stay out on a regular basis? You know what? I've been staying out 3 weeks to a month. My wife's real understanding. And I'm still really enjoying being all over the country. So, I mean, the only thing that really sucks is I have 2 kids. I have a daughter who's 17. You girls, they're crazy. So, they she doesn't really care too much. At least she doesn't show like she cares too much. But I have a son who's 7, and he is like that. That's what's killing me, is not having him or not seeing him. That is really tough. Obviously, the wife too. So it's 3 weeks to a month, and also another thing's cool with night. I don't know if it was just I don't know, maybe the lanes England runs and the night runs. I mean, it pretty much run the same thing, but I've been able to get home. And like I was home 3 days ago, I think. Or 4 days ago, like my route, I was coming from Bronx, New York. That's something I could talk about. That was a good story. I was in the Bronx, and I was coming home, and my path took me right past my house, so I stopped for a few hours and seen my family. So that was pretty cool. So which made it easier. The Bronx. I did a 2,200 mile trip from, it was some south, like Atlanta. I think I was in Atlanta. I picked up in Atlanta, and it was going to Reno, Nevada. You say Nevada, I say Nevada. Anyway, and it was 2,200 miles there. So I took the trip there. And they give you I won't say they give me way too much time on these trips. Like the one I'm on right now, picked up today. It's not scheduled for delivery until Monday. It's a 400 and some odd mile trip. Like, why do I need 3 days to go 400 miles? I need like a half of a drive shift. So I don't know what's gonna happen when I get there tomorrow. I'm gonna drop and hook it or something like that. Man, I'm so happy I got this app now. Now I can see what you guys write messages. Yeah, I have a 9-year-old daughter, but is it good to have? It is. No, Josh, you're 100% correct. It is that. I mean, that's everything. I mean, my son. It kills me every time I talk to him on the phone. He's like, "When you coming home?" or "Come home," or something like that, and it kind of pulls at my heartstrings. But whatever. It's not whatever, but I try to explain to him. At that age, you can't explain to him like this is what Dad has to do, so we can pay bills and everything else. And he's all like, I don't care, we don't need the house, we'll live in the box. And I was like, at that age they really just want you with them. So recap. I feel like there's something. The Bronx. So I'm in Nevada, and my Diem calls me. He's like, how do you feel about going to New York? And I'm like, well, I've been through New York, just like on the highways, but I never been to New York. Well, he's like, well, it's going to the Bronx. Do you think you want to take it? And I'm like, I guess so. I'm like, whatever, I guess, try everything once. So he tells me it was 2,700 miles, and I'm like, 2,700 miles, I'm on my way. So I got to the Bronx, and the Bronx is crazy driving. It wasn't all that bad, but it's city driving at its best. I was actually leaving the Bronx, and the turns was tight, like super tight. Like I was making, what was I making? I was making a right turn, and I checked the left mirror and I checked the right, and as soon as I checked the right mirror, I mean, I was literally probably this close away from a building, not a car, not a pole, not a person, a building. So I had to like stop, back up, cut out wider. So I was very happy to get out of there. By the way, I live in Seattle. There's a new trucks on the street for me. Oh, really? Do you get those messages from Loves all the time? Like, stop in. We just opened a new Loves, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But, the one thing that, I don't know if you noticed, like, a lot of the Loves truck stops don't have, or does not have good parking. Most of them are like, just, they'll have like a back row, and then that'd be about it. They're really, I think they're more for getting fuel, and yay, if you find a parking spot, cool. I like to usually, I'm at a Love's now, which there happens to be a lot of parking here, but I usually fuel at Love's, and like I'll usually spend the night at TA or Pilot or Flying J or something like that, because they usually have bigger parking spots. So I was getting some stuff in, and I found this app, and I'm like, man, I should check out this app and see how it goes. But that's about all I have right now. Almost hit a building in New York. But that's it. So I'm gonna cut this video at this point. Hey John, it was awesome talking to you, and everybody else that got the watches. Oh, somebody else just popped in. Say hi. Who is it? Who is it? I can't know unless you say something to me. Oh, they're not gonna talk to me. Maybe they're typing a really long question. Oh, another thing I want to go over with too. I've never really had like a driving schedule, like when I'm going to drive and when I'm not going to drive. The last few days, I have been getting up at like 4 in the morning, on the road by 4:30, and I think, well, whatever 11 hours is after that is usually when not when I shut down, when I have to shut down. And I'm kind of liking it. I didn't really care when I drove or whatever, night, day, whatever. To the other day, I drove at night in like this monsoon, and I decided I don't like that. So I've been on the schedule. I'm up 4 o'clock a.m. or 4 o'clock in the morning, on the road by 4:30, 5 at the latest. And that way you get done, like, right when it starts to get dark, you get done, find a good parking spot, and I kind of tend to like that. But that's all I have for right now. This isn't really meant to be a video, but I guess it turned into one. Like always, go YouTube yourself and keep your right foot down, only when it's safe, and your left door closed. Get those miles, make that money. Hey, like and subscribe. Whatever they're like, maybe subscribe. I think this way is like and subscribe. And stay tuned for some more videos.